simplicity, truth, all this is self-maintained and comes with no cost.
Working with women, I mean, I've always been extremely comfortable. I'm a pushy, aggressive director.
So I think the mass will really relate to this show because it's different, it's refreshing. You know, it's giving something new to the world, to the OTT platform. So I think that is one thing which will keep the audience definitely hooked. Hi, this is Karishma Tanna.
Hi, I'm Ayesha Jhulka.
Hi, this is Tanuja Chandra.
And you're watching me on PeepingMoon.com.
Hello everyone, welcome to PeepingMoon.com. I am Rashita, Sahni, and today joining me for a super interesting conversation are Karishma Tanna, Ayesha Jhulka and Tanuja Chandra for their upcoming intriguing show Hush Hush. Hi you guys, how have you been?
Thank you very much. Thank you for the lovely introduction.
Most welcome.
Thank you. Nervous?
Karishma, starting with you, when I watched the trailer, I thought to myself, you are the perfect fit because I have never seen someone look so strong in a cop uniform. And I have always heard actors say that when we get into that uniform, our entire body language changes. We get that pride in us. How was it for you?
So, first of all, the cop look and the cop character itself was very intriguing for me.
Yeah.
Itself was very surprising. Tanuja ma'am really believed in me. She called me and she's like, you know, there's a role and it's a cop role.
Yeah.
And she saw me in Sanju and I was like, you know, are you sure? Because that the film which she saw was, you know, totally, my role was very glamorous. And in this, it's totally opposite of what the Sanju character was. So yes, it was very exciting for me. I definitely, of course, I jumped on the opportunity and I took it up. And it was very challenging because it was very acting oriented.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a lot of cops, female cops in the past, and you know, it's been very inspiring also. But how do I make it different? How do I make it more powerful? How do I make it more intriguing? So all that challenges, I did take it up. And yes, I think I concentrated more on the depth of the character, and as you said that I'm looking powerful, that's a very big compliment, so thank you very much. I tried to get into my character 100%.
You look your part, and I can't, now that I've seen you, I can't imagine someone else in it. It's difficult. I think all thanks to Tanuja ma'am for the...
And I'm not wearing the cop outfit that often.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted to wear the civil uniform to just make it look more real, you know, because it's a time, this thing.
Yeah. Definitely agreed. And Ayesha, I'm talking about you. I think everyone has been wanting to see more and more of you. And now that we see you in the web, firstly, it's very nostalgic to see Juhi and you together. You guys have been working for so long. What was that one thing about Hush Hush that, you know, sort of impressed you enough to say yes to the project? Because I'm sure a lot of web projects must have come your way since a very long time.
The only thing that made me say yes to the whole thing was Tanuja. And I keep repeating this, but there is no other answer. This is the truth. And her faith in me, that one line that she said finally to me, that I cannot see anybody else in this character but you. So I will not take a no for an answer. Because when I told her I need some time to think and, you know, she's like, no, I am not taking a no. You can take your time, but I only see you. And that conviction of a director, what better can I ask for? You know, the faith that she had in me. And the only way I sailed through this is with surrender. I actually surrendered myself to her because I did not want to play Ayesha. And I wanted to play that character, and that couldn't have happened without surrendering myself completely and follow each and everything and consume every bit of what she said for so many months to me about the character.
And just a small little thing about both of them is that it's very small, it's not a big deal, but I did tell them that the characters would not have makeup on, you know.
Yeah.
And so both of them were first like not wanting to do. Sometimes they try and steal a little bit of it on. And I could always see it. And Karishma, she said, no, there's nothing. But she has beautiful skin.
Yeah.
So, and even Ayesha would say, oh, but are you sure my blemishes? I said, what blemishes?
Yeah.
Where are the blemishes?
In fact, Tanuja, it was very exciting for me when she said no makeup. So I thought no makeup look hoga.
Yeah.
You know,
which
no
is very
makeup.
trendy.
So first look test hua and all that, that full attire and all you have to wear. So I said, okay, so I got my makeup artist and I'm like, thoda under eye kar lo aur thode se blemishes hai wo khali cover kar do and all that. And I went on this thing in front of the camera. Tanuja ma'am is like, I think there is makeup. I said, no. You said no makeup look. So no makeup look has little bit of under eye coverage and all that. So
It was
she
a
like,
soap wash
when I
look.
said no makeup means no makeup. She made me remove that little under eye also and she made me remove. She's like, I want that blemishes to show. I want everything, all your flaws I need to show.
She made me watch films of these amazing Hollywood actors who actually perform without makeup. And the tight close-ups where all your lines, all your blemishes, everything is seen. She made me watch that and then she said, do you think that you're even there? Just do it. And eventually I got tired and I said, okay, fine, kuch mat karo.
We are very glad that this is happening because we are inching towards realism. That's what happens.
Yes.
And it becomes even more relatable when we can relate to the characters.
Exactly.
If we see it in their raw nature that there is. But
we've been in a bad habit now with all those bouffants and all that too much makeup, with too many eyelashes, all of that. So suddenly no makeup. Matlab beech ka bhi nahi aaya mere to isse.
Yes.
It just came straight to nothing.
Yeah.
Love that.
Tanuja ma'am, I have often heard, actors and filmmakers say when they direct an all-female cast that the energy on set is something different. There is a lot of more understanding, positivity. How, firstly, pulling off a cast like this one, hats off to you, and getting everyone together in one project, that must have been maybe a challenge for you. How was it for you directing it?
It was actually just a big, huge joy because this is something that I have been, my career, a fairly long career, has been inching towards this moment, where I can freely tell female stories and genuinely explore the characters, because in cinema you do have this whole pressure of move fast, this scene is not fast enough, get rid of this shot. In OTT you can have that stay.
Correct.
And you can actually look at their personal lives, their work lives, their thoughts, their feelings. So it's just a privilege to be able to do this kind of storytelling. And working with women, I mean, I've always been extremely comfortable. I'm a pushy, aggressive director. So I push a lot. I'll say, I'll do this, lots of this, and I'll say, come on, you give me a good shot, you can do some magic, and so I feel comfortable doing. I don't
very
feel
inspiring.
Yeah,
very inspiring for an artist. Believe me.
Because it's the joy of my life to see a beautiful shot. I love it.
Fantastic.
And energy on the set is outstanding. First of all, females, they talk a lot. The energy is high.
Yeah.
So it's just very comfortable.
Yeah.
Love it.
But when I watched the trailer first, I there are trailers that are not very well cut, so you don't really get excited watching it. But when I watched Harsha's trailer, I was like, wow, this is something, now I want to watch the show and see what happens, because you don't get a clear picture of what's actually happening, and that makes you more intrigued. But often there is, having said that, when there's a web show, it becomes a little difficult to keep the audiences hooked for 6 to 8 hours, because it's not like a 2-hour film.
Yes.
What was that one thing that, according to the three of you, will work the most for Harsh, if I ask?
Good question.
Very good question. Content?
Well, content, but I think she wants a more specific thing.
Yeah.
Because content,
one
of
each,
course,
yeah. Personally, what do you think?
Well, I do think that it's, despite the huge amount of content coming our way, it does stand on its own, because it is genuinely exploring the female, I would say, soul through a crime drama. So the crime drama is very much there, which grips us, which makes us want to know who's behind what's going on, and yet being able to, in a nuanced way, explore each female character and what they're going through, what their own struggles are, their own personal struggles, and what their flaws are, as well as their anxieties, that is really pleasurable to me.
Okay. Ayesha ma'am, what according to you?
See, I think that it's an indirect answer, but I think that, you know, in our lives, luxury, lies, all these kind of deceit, everything comes with a very high maintenance cost. Okay.
Correct.
And simplicity, truth, all this is self-maintained and comes with no cost. That is, I think, explained in a very different way. You could call it crime, thriller, intrigue, whatever you may call it, or whatever, however the viewer actually understands the whole show. But you know, everybody has this habit of saying, "Hum hatke hain, hum different hain." So I'm not going to use any of that. And I think this is power packed, and you have to watch it to find your own answers.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing, because it's very refreshing to watch so many women coming in the same show, you know. It's very refreshing to see Juhi ma'am, Ayesha ma'am, me in different roles, Soha, everybody in different roles. Plus the content is very powerful. There's a female director who has a very strong vision. The story is very different. The way everybody is given that dialogue delivery is very different. You know, everybody's, so you'll see, you know, a lot of women will relate to a lot of females in my story, my journey, my struggles, Ayesha ma'am's struggles, Soha, rich people, how they struggle in their lives. You know, different people have different struggles. We just think elite class, no, but they have their own. So I think the mass will really relate to this show, because it's different, it's refreshing. You know, it's giving something new to the world, to the OTT platform. So I think that is one thing which will keep the audience definitely hooked.
Yeah, I also feel every character has her own journey that she's following. It's very layered.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we'll see more about it in the show, but whatever I felt through the trailer is that everyone has their sort of layering and everything's going on in their life. So it will be interesting
and
to
the way
watch.
she talks about how clear she has been throughout. That, you know, any film, any show, anything also talks about the clarity of the director and the vision. The layering is so easily seen because how she has actually made us do everything. We are more like, you know, performers or puppets. We are following her, and it's very, very it was very tedious for me to do this. It was very taxing.
It's hard work.
Lot of hard work, mentally exhausting, and when I would come back home, I would just faint. You know, it was like so. That itself can say a lot about what's happening around.
And we do have a lot of female presence behind the camera as well.
Yeah, the entire team.
That's an even better thing.
A large part of the team, and the producers are extremely encouraging. Not just encouraging, they love it. You know, the producers are the ones who are 100% behind it, and the platform loves to tell this story, and is standing right behind it.
Everything has fitted perfectly, which rarely happens, touch wood, you know. The director, the producer, the platform. It's been like a dream for anybody to be having 3 aces, you know.
I know. And the producers have been associated with films like Jalsa and Sheni. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, we are in it for something good.
But Abundancia is definitely a fantastic production house. And I think the kind of love and respect we have got on this is
immense.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. It was a pleasure talking to you. We are a little short on time, or else I would have just gone and gone. But thank you so much for this conversation. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.